In this problem, we're told that an open-top cylindrical container is to have a volume of 2,197 cubic centimeters, and we want to know what dimensions for the radius and height will minimize the surface area. So I'm going to start with the formulas. The formula for volume of a cylinder is pi times the radius squared times the height. So for any three-dimensional figure, you take the area of the base times the height, that gives you your volume. And for the surface area, it's a little bit more complicated. So I have my cylinder, and we know that the base takes up part of our surface area, because it just said it's open top, but the bottom is there. And then we have the area on the sides. So the area of the base is the area of the circle, which is pi r squared. Now for the sides. If I were to slice this cylinder and ignore the base, if I were to slice this down the center here and fold it out, it actually folds into a rectangle. And the height of the cylinder is just the height of the rectangle there. And then the distance from end to end here of this rectangle is the distance around the cylinder. So that's the circumference of a circle, and that's 2 pi r. So the area of the rectangle is 2 pi r times the height. Now for the volume, we're told that that has to be 2,197, and I can solve this easily for h, so I'll do that. And I have 2,197 over pi r squared. And now I'm going to take this expression for h, and I'm going to substitute it into the formula for surface area. So I have pi r squared plus 2 pi r times 2,197 over pi r squared. And the pi's can cancel out, and r can cancel out with 1 r down here. And so now I can simplify this to pi r squared plus, I want to find twice 2197, and I get 4394, and that's over r. Okay. So now I'm ready to minimize the surface area, and I'm going to do that by finding the derivative. So the derivative of pi r squared is 2 pi r, and the derivative of 4394 over r is going to be negative 4394 over r squared, right? Because I can look at this as pi r squared plus 4394 times r to the negative 1. So now I'll set that equal to 0 and solve for r, and I get 2 pi r equals 4394 over r squared. And if I multiply both sides by r squared, that means that 2 pi r cubed is equal to 4394. And then I can divide both sides by 2 pi, and r cubed, we're back to 2197 over pi. Okay, so now I take the cube root of both sides, and r is the cube root of 2197 over pi. And I'm going to want a decimal for that, round it to 2 places, and I get 8.88. Okay, so that's my value for the radius. And then for the height, I'm going to take 2197 over pi times the radius squared. I'm going to put in cube root of 2197 over pi and then square that, because I don't want to put in my rounded value of 8.88. That may throw it off just enough to get a wrong answer on the homework. So I'll put this into the calculator, and I get 8.88 for that as well. So that's crazy. But that's the final answer. So that's how you do that problem.